Okay, hi guys. So, first game back, I somehow managed to screw it up the audio again. I don't know how I'm doing that wrong. So, the plan is to open tour 9. Hopefully, have a little more energy. The last video I did was at like 6 in the morning here. Well, this looks like a good shot. It's going to come back to the hole. I'm about 1.5 or 1.9 or something like that. I think, yeah, he's going to beat me. Wow, nice shot. I forgot about that on this hole that you can go a little past and there's a little. So that's a good key if you're, making notes. Look, I was 1.84 from the pin and I went a little past, but I didn't come back. So going past the hole looks like the way to play that and let it come back. So a good shot by our opponent. So that was a good thing to learn there. Um, Being a little deep there is good. I had forgotten about that from the tournament. The only time I've ever played that hole was in a tournament maybe a month ago. Okay, so here we go. The plan is to open tour 9 and then go from there if we're going to dump or what we're going to do. From my experience with these, because I just don't have the clubs to compete, with the guys at 2,500 trophies or whatever, because they're going to have the better clubs most likely. I mean, I'm still going to be able to hang with them, but I want to win most of my games. I don't want to win half my games. Okay, so this here, I believe is the best is the big topper shot. I'm tempted to play my guardian shot. What's this guy fucking doing? This emoji guys. Shut up, fag. Fucking these guys and their emojis. They're so annoying. I wonder if he realized, like, if they're 5 years old, I get it, but I doubt they are. I hope, one day that guy's watching this video and seeing how annoying his emojis are. Anyway, we're just going to blast it way down here. And we don't have a shot to go at the pin. If I had a better Goliath or a better sniper, or if I had my Guardian on, you can sort of get aggressive. But I think I'm back far enough. I might have a Goliath. We'll see on the wind direction that I can just play a backswing. So I don't know why he was doing all these emojis telling me I'm good at all this stuff. Maybe he saw the banners and he's being like realistic, but I thought he would, like, to me personally, he's making fun of like I'm using a Titan or something. Like I've got 500 of them. Why wouldn't I use them? And then he pulls out a Kingmaker. So I don't know what the deal is and why people are like that. I say good shot, I say well played, or clap for the guy, or laugh if something silly happens, or whatever. If they laugh, I don't get it's negative. I don't understand it. Okay, so see, I just don't have the shot here, and this is going to take me back into a Goliath, I think. So there's my Goliath line. 7-4 this direction. I need about 9 rings. So that's 5 and that's 9 is where I got to play it. And then I can underpower it a bit. So I want to get on this side of the hole. My min going to be is about 7-1, I'm going to say. And I'm also going to take a touch off.
Great shot.
And I don't even know if great left or right is good or bad. Oh, wow. It didn't come back down. That's very unusual that didn't come back down off the hill. So I actually had to play less power than I did, which is fine. I'll sink the chip. With a good sniper or a guardian, you can really go after this hole. You look at those grid lines, like the green square lines, and if you write it down, you can really, really get deep into the, getting close to the hole a lot with better backspin.
Great shot.
Which will be your sniper 8 or higher, or a guardian. See, his shot is okay, like he's going to be near the green, but he never has a shot at going in unless you get up the hill where I was. You got to get up the hill and back, or just go right after the hole if you have enough backspin. Like a guardian, you can go right after the hole. Okay, so I'm going to aim left side always, because when I miss, I hit great right. So I want to hit it that if I hit perfect or great right, it's going in. That's weird. I can't even see my ball. Anyway.
Perfect shot.
Because when I miss, I always miss great right. So I just want to make sure that if I had to hit great right there, that I'm still going in the right side. I'm going to see if I can get a little music on without getting the alarm bells on YouTube going off here. Get the little 80s, the 80s going. If I play it low. Anyway, see what happens. I did a video once on Facebook where I had a little music in the background and the copyright police came after me, giving me warnings. Okay, so good, we're going to shootout. I like to get into as many shootouts as I can, just to learn the holes. Okay, so we've been getting this friggin' same hole a lot. See our wind here. So we've got the crosswind, which is the good for the rough bump. So let's check. So that's max. Max is by the fringe. There's our min. So we're right in about mid. I think I want it about there. Plus 10, 4.1. Let's see where we are here. Something right about there. I want to hit it into the fat part in case I miss hit. So about 4 rings.
Perfect shot.
These guys and their emojis, it's just so annoying. So I should have played a little left curl, I guess. I thought the wind would bring me in more. So a touch of left curl would have been better there, but still a decent shot anyway. If you don't feel comfortable hitting if you feel comfortable hitting perfect, you should always play that shot. Unless, if you saw the last video, I had a tailwind where I didn't play, you know, you have to make sure that you know your adjustment. So I plus 10 and it's usually around mid. In a tailwind, you're going to play a little less, which I didn't do well enough on the last video if you saw, where I overshot it a bit. And if you're in a headwind, you know, you got to add a little bit to your adjustment. And then depending on the wind, you might want to play a little left curl. You know, in a left to right wind, you always want to play actually maybe even half a ball of curl. As you can see in the wind that I just had, a touch of curl would have been the right thing to do. The guy hit a fucking great shot at beat me. This is gross. And his emojis and everything. Super fucking frustrating. Shut up, you fucking goof. Let's play again. Jesus Christ. He won't want to play again because he's the cool guy. He's going to sit there and fucking stare at him. I wasn't really paying attention, but I'm pretty sure I heard great shot, which on that hole, a great shot should not be a good shot. Anyway, it is what it is. We got to see the shootout. Excuse me. This hole. So what's the best thing to do here? Blast one out or. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play a QB. Okay, line it up there. Okay, so see, so I'm going to put my grid line on the top of my white, and I'm pulling that up. 8 rings is roughly where I want to be. Okay. So now I'm going to switch to the APOC. 6, 7 this way. APOC. See, this is where I wish I did have a big dog. And now the 6 rings is going to be about 4 rings. Let's say 3 back, about 2 rings that way. That should be roughly right. I just don't have time to measure it out or explain it. But I had to go 3, 7 back, so I only pulled 2 back, like if that makes sense, because I needed the 8. And played with fire a little bit there. So what I did was I measured it out with my QB because that's got the ball guide. My APOC doesn't have a ball guide. So when I measured it out with the APOC, I knew I could afford about 8 rings. Okay, so, but I would have been pulling it back 4. So I knew about 4 rings on a QB would have been my proper adjustment. And, sorry, my cat was bugging me there. So 4 rings on a QB is about 2 rings on an APOC. So that's what I did. I pulled it back about 2, moved it over to the left because I was running out of time. Now, I probably shouldn't have been playing with fire that much. But it is important to get it way down there, because if I get a headwind, I want to be able to cut the angle. So you can go way left here and play. So because I got the good wind, I can blast it. But if I had the bad wind, I could just play it up here, right, with a little backspin, and then I get that angle to the green. Okay, so that's a little trick here, is that you don't want to be down in here. You don't want to, that's bad. Because then you've got to play a big slice around the trees on this hole. So it's sort of a funny hole that, you know, even off the tee, I could have aimed way right and then got it way left. But I got the good wind, and now I can sort of go after the hole on my next shot. So I'm going to aim about there. My adjustment's going to be about, you know, 4 ring-ish a bit. Just give it some juice. You know, and if you don't feel comfortable about hitting around the, I didn't have to hit that perfect, as you could see. But if you don't feel comfortable with hitting it somewhere near the bullseye anyway on a shot like I just played, you don't have to that much power. But I feel, that was about as worse as I'm going to hit it, if that makes sense. I was trying to get a little more left than that, but, still hit great. It's not the big blunder. And now I have a shot at hitting this next. I feel really comfy on these short iron shots. See, where he's going is a mistake. See, maybe with the big dog, he might be able to get it out there. I shouldn't say it's a mistake. With him, I would probably play safe over to the left. And then you still have that third shot angle.
Great shot.
If he goes in the rough here, sometimes you can get, if you hit a great right. See, he just got far enough to get around those trees. So he'll be okay, I think. But he won't be able to get it close. I've got a shot at getting this in, I think. So there's my min. Okay, unfortunately, I need just a little more space, and I would be really trying to drill this. Okay, so I'm going to go just 2 backspin. I wish I could get 3, but I don't think I can get it there with 3. I would say right in about that area there, maybe even a little back further. Okay, so a max kingfisher, wind is in about this direction, maybe a little more, like that, so about 2.6 rings. This will be pretty close. Boom. Okay, so I find those shots really easy. It wasn't as easy as I wanted it to be, because I just wish I was at a touch closer to play 3 backspin. So, without a ball guide, you're really eyeballing a bit. But, I had it lined up right at the hole with only the 2 backspin. So I know I have, with that one less backspin, have to come back. So I pulled it back about maybe, half a ring than I normally would. And then just made my adjustment, just flat, no elevation, with wind arrow. And you're always going to be right around the hole there. Like I said, I feel really comfy with those shots. The last tournament we had, there was so many shots off the fairway. I really felt like I won a couple golds, but, out of the 6 accounts. But I really thought I was going to just eat the course up on all the accounts. And I didn't do as well as I thought. Still played well. I had some good scores, but just, when it came down to crunch time and expert, I just didn't have enough perfect shots. I hit great too much, which has always been my nemesis of being able to hit perfect. Okay, so I'm going to go to the next. So I like to crack, see how I have the gold chest. I like to crack the silvers. Right, I'm still living off the gems I had originally when I bought a couple of ball packages. That's all I've ever bought on this. All my balls are really from the tournaments, so that's why I have so many Titans and stuff. I crack the gold chest and when I get another gold, I'll crack this gold and start another gold and then crack the silver again. And because I wouldn't do that if I was in a low tour, like 2 or 3 or 4. The other trick is, if you're playing tournaments, is to fill those boxes with tour, whatever your highest tour is, so you're not getting loaded. The 2 or 3 chests are completely useless. You know, that's why when I open an account, race to open 2 or 7, right? And try and fill those boxes with your highest you can. And so you're not wasting any gems or any time with these 2 or 3 chests, because they're completely useless. You'll get like 3 backbones and a fucking marlin and you're done. If you're lucky enough to even get a ball. You know, you pay 20 gems for 3 backbone fucking cards and completely useless.
Great shot.
So he's blasted one down here. He almost would have reached. I didn't see what extra mile he had. So if he almost reached with a Titan and this club, I should be able to reach. So I should be pulling out a big boy ball, I think. Yeah, let's do it. I mean, I have all these balls. I fucking never play this account. I should use them, right? What do I got here? 630 games. Yeah, I should do this. So we'll pull out the big boy ball. Make sure we get it down there. This, because he hit it in the rough. If he just hit the front of the fairway, I would have done the same. But I'm trying to ensure that I'm just going to win this hole by just getting it to the fairway, getting it to the green. Because he's not going to be able to do that. So get up there. Go, 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 go. So unfortunately clipped the rough, but should still have a pretty decent shot, hopefully around these trees. I wonder if I should have went right, maybe. Maybe I should have gone right. Might have been a better play. In the tournaments, I always go to that little right side. There's, you know, once you dial in that shot, to get it to the end of that fairway, because that's the best way of drilling the second shot. In tour play, if you don't feel comfy with it, especially in a headwind like I had, I'm not sure. Okay, so we might have to curl around the tree here. Not sure. But we should be able to get it there otherwise. Yeah, so... Okay. So let's see here. Where's that going to go? So that's about the weight I want. Something like that. So I'm going to make my adjustment. So sniper 7.4 with wind arrow. Okay, and I want to be about there, which is, how many rings is that? That's about almost 10 rings. So I'm going to pull it back 9 rings, okay, which is the adjustment. Okay, now I'm going to line up my lines, okay, and pull it back to 10, which I didn't quite get to, so I need about 2 rings over power. All the curl. Oop, hit it way left, but I think I'm okay here. Perfect. If I didn't hit it, didn't slice that so much, I would have been close to the hole actually.
Nice on.
So you can see what I did is I looked first at where I wanted to land, which was about 10 rings above my max of my sniper. Okay, and my adjustment was 9 in max, so I made my adjustment so my line would be right. I now lined up my ball guide with, you know, being straight with my vertical grid line here. If you don't have the grid line, that's okay. Just line it up what you think is straight. And tried to pull up 10 rings. Well, when I tried to pull up the 10 rings, I came 2 rings short of where I wanted to be. So now I knew I had to overpower roughly 2 rings. And, you know, I was aimed at a fat enough part of the fairway that even that I sort of mishit it left, I was safe. Right, a perfect shot, you know, would have been pretty close to the hole, because I would have had the better angle up the hill there. But anyway, you know, our guy hit a bad tee shot, so we pulled out the big boy ball to try and guarantee the victory, and was successful. You know, going in the bunker there or something is, you know, you're going to tie the hole and go to the shootout. Not a disaster, but you know, when you think you're, you know, by pulling out, if you know, a bigger ball, and if you have them like I do, is going to ensure you winning the hole, you should do it. You know, and I was pretty sure as long as I hit the fairway, I was going to win the hole. Another stare. I love the stare. Okay, so practice chest again. So my goal with this account, because I created a new rookie account to take over for this one, the goal will be over the next month or so to get this guy into expert too, and then I'll have more accounts to practice with an expert. Get that expert gold that's been eluding me. Tournaments are hard to win now. So many good players. You know, back in the day, not many people understood the ring system or how to use the app, and you could do better. You know, there's so many good players now, and all the info on streamers and whatnot. Harder to win. I find it easy, you know, in rookie with the lower accounts. I don't like playing in rookie. Like this account was getting a little too good for rookie, and I don't want to take away from someone who's a legitimate rookie player, you know, and take away their chance of winning. But this account here is getting just a little too good for rookie, where my clubs are better than most guys, and I don't like it. Why are we getting the same holes again? Okay, so again, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put our QB on. Okay, so I would say somewhere in about there is what I want, and that was about 3 rings. Okay, so 3 rings, and the 3-9 wind with a QB would be about 7. So I need to come about 4 back, which on an APOC would be about 2 back. Okay, so I'm just going to move it over a bit, what I think would be right on an APOC, and I'm going to pull 2 back. And this should be, did I put topspin on? Now I'm worried that I've put too much topspin on.
Great shot.
I took a little power off because of it. Hopefully I don't go too far here. I think I might have made a mistake. Okay, so it was good that I took power off. So you can see the adjustments with the QB first. So you because I've got the ball guide, right, then switching to the 8, just doing the numbers in your head. So I had a 3-9 wind, which I know is about 4 rings with a QB, but I wanted to be about 2 ahead of where I was. So now it's only, you know, that adjustment there. So you just do the math and figure it out, and then switch that over, and it's going to be less rings with an APOC because the rings are bigger. And just doing a little, and just always too, don't try and get right to the end of the fairway, because the last thing you want to do is go in the rough. That's a blunder.
Perfect shot.
So see where he is again. This shot's a mistake. In my opinion, he should have just went left onto the pad in that big, which I might do here if I can't get way down there. So that's what I'm going to show you here. What I do on this shot is I just get to way over here. Even something like this, I could play a rough bump. Let's see what I might just play a rough bump. And I just want to be as left as I can. Okay. So this will be about, I don't know, 10 rings, I'm going to guess 11 rings. I'm not going to go over the rough. So watch my vertical line. See that dropped about 7 rings? So I'm going to play about 7 rings, about like that of OP. And all I want to do is just hit the rough, bounce out in the fairway. Okay, and now I've got the better angle. See, if I hit it as hard as I could down that middle there, I would be close to the tree where I have no room to work with. So this is just a better shot that I can get it, you know, I might actually be able to hole it. See where he is now. And with these lower level clubs, when you don't have a lot of curl or, you know, a lot of spin, you know, with this Titan, you don't have the max spin. It's not that you can't hit the green or hit it, but I want to take a shot at sinking it though. And this is the best way to do it. You know, theoretically, if I had a longer wood, I would have been able to try and roll down a big dog. I guess this is the only hole I've run into on this tour where I would want, so far anyway, where I would want a big dog or a cat or whatever it is you might have. Okay, so let's see here if we have we cleared. Yeah, see, we've cleared the trees, right? And is there a rough bump here? Yeah, there is. So see, now I can go after the hole. So I don't have a great ball guide on this thing, so I'm gonna play it short of the hole, so right in around there. Where's our max? So we're almost right into max, okay? And I'm gonna play it a touch short, you know, because I can't see the end of that ball guide. 6-5, we don't play with the wind arrow. Okay, so 6-3 is max, and we have a good shot at this going in now, where we just can't, we're not gonna sink it from where he was.
Perfect shot.
This is going to be close. Okay, so we pulled a little too much somehow. So why would that be? Because the wind should have kicked us out to the right more than it did. Interesting. So that's telling me that it's a little bit of an uphill shot, maybe because I'm playing up on a mound. Because I pulled too much, where I would pull less. So that tells me that that shot might be, so that's something to make note of from where I was. Maybe to play it at, if I had to played it +5, or -5, I should say, I would have only played 6 rings instead of 6-3, which would have been pretty close. So if you're playing this stuff all the time, keep that in your memories or write it down. I always wrote everything down. If I'm playing a tour a lot, I would play that shot if I was to do it again at +5, or -5, I should say. Okay, so this, I think this hole is hard for me because I don't have a lot of backspin. We'll see how close he gets. We'll sort of, because I don't think, if I remember right, I can get enough backspin. What sniper does he have? Oh, see, he's got a sniper 10. Huge advantage for him. He's got like 3 more bars of backspin. I might have to actually play a slicing rough bump. We'll see how close he gets, because I don't think I can go after the hole here because of the wind angle. If I had a headwind, I might be okay.
Perfect shot.
But I just don't think I can keep it. Oh, he's way gone, so it doesn't matter. So let's pretend he got close and see what we would have done here. So there's my min, and that's my max. So do I have? Well, it's not the worst, except see, with the tailwind though, I'm not going to be able to hold it. I'll play this shot anyway. I think if he had got close, I probably would have played the rough bump, to be honest. So I'm going to play, is there elevation here? Maybe a little bit. I'll play +5, but less than that. Up in mid numbers, so 9-6. Maybe a little less, like we said. Because it's not quite +5. I would say this is about +3 or something in elevation.
Perfect shot.
So good landing spot, right where we wanted. We knew it was going to go a little long because of that wind effect.
Nice eye.
So see, if he had been close, so now I know too that in a tailwind I have no hope. In a headwind I'd be a little closer, probably about 5 yards, but no hope on that wind there. I would have been forced to play the slicing rough bump and try and get some action over towards the hole. It's the only way I would have been able to beat him. Okay, here we go. How many more we need? 110 more. So that's about, I can't remember how many I'm getting on this one. At least 4 or 5 games anyway. Hopefully we can go on a little run here. Okay, so this, again, we keep getting the same holes. That's frustrating. I wanted to play, get some different looks. I don't recommend doing what he's doing at all here. And the reason is if you miss the fairway here, you might be in trouble if you got a headwind. And here's this hole, if you haven't seen me play it on the last video, this is just another big topper hole.
Great shot.
There's about 2 or 3 of them I've run into already on this tour. Keep getting messages. All right, big topper time. So the mistake I made last time is not playing curl, and I ended up just on right in there, but too far. It's just sort of in that rough there. Okay, so 4-6 with the big topper. 4-6 is 2.4. I should be using a better ball here, but I'm actually on that. Let's see the kingmaker. Ah, no, hold on. Fucking. So 2-4. Okay, so there's my ring and a bit of OP. Plus, I needed about 2 more, so I'm going to play it about like here. Not that much curl, about this much curl to try and. Oh, that's really bad. That is bad, but I'll still be able to reach. It's fine. That's the other thing about hitting this shot is I'll just be able to reach the green. Where if he went in the rough from where he was, where is he? Did he hit the no? See, oh, he's safe too. I thought, well, he's gonna have to hit it hard anyway, but he's safe too. So that's interesting. I thought that where he was, he couldn't reach, and that I would have, where I am, I know I can reach.
Great shot.
The reason I was playing a little curl there was even if I hit the right rough or whatever, I would kick out into the fairway and you still have a short iron into the green. So that's sort of the edge of it. The other thing too is hitting this shot that I did is that I still have an easy shot into the green here. Oh wow, why is it that I'm further than he is? So I'm here and he was right of the fairway. That's interesting. Okay, so everything I've tagged sort of wrong, so don't do what I did. Okay, so we're just gonna have to blast one here. So that's where I want to be. So 8-3, about 4 rings. I think I'm gonna have to crack a beer playing like this. Okay, and now we want to go as far as we can. It was about. Okay, so we need at least this much OP, I think.
Great shot.
That should roll up somewhere close, I think. So that's good enough. Just wanted somewhere up there to hit a little firefly in. So that's something, I guess maybe going right isn't the worst play. Because he had a headwind. He went right of the fairway, which is further. And was still, well, I think he had a Nirvana 7. I have a Nirvana 4. So if you have a bad rough club, you certainly don't want to be there, I guess. If you had a low-level razor or something. Okay, so again, I'm playing left edge. So if I hit it perfect, I'm going in. And if I hit great right, I'm going in. Just don't hit great left. Because I'm far enough away that if I aimed at the middle and hit great right, I probably wouldn't go in. But great right probably would have snuck in the right edge there. So, you give yourself the 2 out of 3 chance. Sorry, I'm just checking some messages here. And we're getting the same shootout hole here again, too. So, I don't like playing where he is, but maybe I'm wrong. Like we saw, there is that, playing it past the hole, it'll come back. What sniper did he have? Oh, he has a sniper 10, too. See, I'm starting to run into guys with, much better clubs than me. I still think the bounce over is still the right shot here, though. I got to get the spins down. So in this wind, it's not the heaviest wind. I should be okay. Probably 1 top spin. We'll see how close he gets and what we got to do.
Great shot.
I just don't think I have enough backspin to play this shot. They're all out to get me. What's this? 1.6. Nice shot. Even though he hit fucking great and whatever. Alright. See, I don't think I can play this shot. Let's see here. Maybe I can. About here and try and curl it right a bit. Maybe I can. I'll go for it. Why not? Let's give it a shot. I don't like my chances of getting closer than him with the bounce over when I don't know the spins as well. So, where are we in it? That's our min. We're plus 10, I would say. Or no, plus 5 if I remember right. Plus 5 with arrow. We're a little, we'll play it 1-1. Actually, no, we won't. We'll play it to 3-7. And I'm going to play just a touch of curl. Because the wind effect's going to bring me to the right anyway. Let's see if we can bounce it up there and come back to the hole. Yeah, we didn't get it right enough, I don't think. Yeah, we lost by 0.02. Go figure. That might call for a beer, I think. Oh, 0.05. Never want to play again. Alright, beer 30. Let's go. I don't like fucking losing. Losing is no good. But good shot by the opponent. I don't know. I didn't watch him line it up. I saw him hit a great right. Great right would have been good for me too. Would have got me the win probably. So that's, play that hole though. Looks like, maybe that is the shot. I only had 4 backspin and, playing past the hole with the sniper and backspin might be the shot. You're not really trying to get a hole in one. You're just trying to win the hole. Do I have enough here? Let's pull out. I know that this looks crazy that I'm doing this, and I know a lot of guys don't have the ball. I just have a ton of these balls because I've accumulated so many of them in the tournaments.
Perfect shot.
If you don't feel comfortable, again, playing these overpower shots. I didn't need to play full power, but I'm pretty comfy that I'm going to be close to perfect on them. Plus, I'm pissed off that I just lost, that I tilt a lot and fucking do crazy things. Don't be like me, don't tilt. Fucking beer is good. I like beer. Hoping to close up this tour by the end of the hour, and I don't think I'm gonna have the time to do it. I don't know where he is. Is he able to reach from there? Was he trying to do that? I didn't see what happened. Where was he? Oh, he's way down there. So I don't think he can reach. So I just have to play a smart shot here. No crazy shots. So there's my max, and that's about the distance I want, roughly. But I'm going to try and play it short. So that wind is about a +5 wind, I would say. So I'm going to play 5-2. How much curl do I need? Just maybe half a ball of curl and a little OP. Not a lot, because I just want to be on the front. So that's roughly a 5-2. I would say something like this is what I want.
Perfect shot.
And, just aiming for the front edge of the green. If it rolls on, it rolls on. But, okay. A little further than I wanted for sure, but safely on. Could have played a little more curl there. You never want to over curl that shot, and you do something stupid like go in the, bounce it off the rough or the front bunker. You know, especially when a guy hits a shot like this, because you're gonna win the hole. You know he's not reaching, and he's gonna have to hit from the fairway. A good lesson too is if you're a grinder and you're trying to accumulate as much points as fast as you can, I would have just forfeited in his position. I would have just forfeited. You know, go to the next one. The extra 4 minutes saved, whatever is, you know, you hit a bad. Even like I wouldn't have forfeited now, but I would have forfeited after my tee shot. If I went first and hit his shot, and my opponent hit the fairway like I did, I would have forfeited there, and that just saves you, you know, a whole whack of time. You know, where you're, and that's the thing is it's just time management. Like, if you think that only 5 or 10% of the time, like this guy would probably sink this shot less than 5% of the time, I would think is. I don't know who he is, and I'm not saying anything for sure. I would think I might drill this. So it's up to you what you think your chances are, but it's just time management. Where if you're a grinder, it's just, and you don't care about the coins or whatever, just forfeit and go to the next one. See, you know, he'd be on his. He'd already played his first shot on the next hole at least, if he forfeited after the drives. You know, maybe even on his second shot.
Perfect shot.
I'm gonna say all this and then he's gonna fucking drill it. Yeah, he did too. Nice shot. Fucking Dr. Big Mouth. A pretty lucky shot. He came up shorter where he wanted. He fucking bounced in instead of sucking back in. Anyway, get another shootout. So oh yeah, this hole. I like this hole. It's a tough, it's not the easiest part for you. Let's see here. So there's my min. Okay, so I want to be right in about there. Let's see here. And just bouncing over, I think. I'm going to play a touch of left to offset the wind. And go right at it. I would say, you know, I don't have the good ball guide, so right in about there-ish. So I think it's, let's see here, I think a +5 maybe. Yeah, +5 looks right. 2-9, wind is about like that. In the min, 2-5. I'm going to play it 2-6 because I'm pulling up a little bit. Great left shot. Sucks. That would have been close to the hole, I think. I get the bad bounce, yep. See, you go left of your landing area there, and there's, see that downhill? That's what I hit, instead of hitting the flatter area. Bad. So, we're going to lose another fucking hole here. I never expected to lose this one, from where his drive was. See, if I was playing, like to say this was 2 or 10 or 11, I would forfeit now, because the guy's going to fucking always put this closer than me. But watching him play, I'm not convinced that he'll put this closer. See, he's got a Guardian too. I think Guardian might be the right wood of choice on this tour, maybe. I'm gonna have to think about it. Each shootout seems that the Guardian is not a bad
Perfect shot.
Yeah, there we go. So that's
Nice on.
what I was trying to do. Nice shot. Okay, I think I'm going to play one more. What time do I have? I have to work at 5 Eastern, so I got 50 minutes. This fucking coronavirus, I thought I was off the hook for working, well, because it's the last thing I want to do. And now I'm getting hired to play online, and I play cards for a living. If you don't know me, I'm a bridge professional. Let's see here. Stick with that. Why not? Fucking. And I want an APOC. So I thought I was out of the woods because all the tournaments have been canceled. But now I'm getting hired for people that want to fucking practice and get taught online. And I can't say no because then you won't get hired in the future. But I thought I had a fucking break and I don't. So, get the same holes again. I don't know why there's 27 holes and I think we've got about 6 or 7. It's frustrating. Hi, honey. Hi, honey. Hello. Hello.
Great shot.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was super fast. Wow.
I'm talking to Tree.
Oh, okay. Hi, Tree.
He said hi.
I'm just finishing this up here, and then I'll be back. All right. So where are we here? Further than we wanted, that's for sure. So let's play. Let's do wiki. If I blast it, do I have enough? Probably not. What if we blast it over here? I think this is the right shot here, and it comes down the hill. So let's do that. I'll play it about 5 rings. And that came back 3 rings. So I need about 3 rings OP. And our objective is just to get it up on the hill and it'll roll back onto the green. That's the objective. Let's see where we land here. So that's what we wanted. Just the safety shot.
Nice on.
So you can see I pulled into overpower the 3 rings and then used the needle again for the 3 rings. So if you're not familiar with that, your needle when you're shooting and you've got your rings there is when you're pulling into overpower, just count the rings are going up. It's not perfect, but it's close. So see here where he's pulling, he's about almost 3 rings into OP.
Great shot.
Ooh, he almost hit it too hard. Good shot. But if you saw from the last time I played this hole, I was way up that hill and it came down. So maybe you're just always safe there. I'm not sure I've ever got caught up at the top there. I'm sure you can, but it has to be a massive overhit, I guess. Oh, just hit the ball, but oh look, oh, Jesus Christ. He hit that so off. That's one thing I wish they would correct with the game, is that the close chips and putts are just money all the time when you miss hit them. I wish they would change that. It would make it a little tougher around the green. Put a little more pressure on hitting perfect. Because he mishit that so bad. That should never, for me, that should never go in when you mishit it that bad. Anyway, this hole here, another hole. If I had a QB, just couldn't hit a QB off this tee, but the QB rough bump up below is a nice shot. I don't like playing it from the pad he has. Well, he has a guardian, so he has to play it a bit different. I like the double bounce over the best, which I think I can play with this wind, but we'll see.
Great shot. Nice on.
Alright, so we should be able to win this just by being normal. But I have been Dr. Big Mouth this whole fucking video. So there's Max. Do I want to play this shot? I don't think I do. I just want to play. So there's Min. Closer to Min. Maybe this is the no spin shot. Let's see. Let's try no spin. get up a little closer here. I think I just want to clear that, I think. So let's see here. So 4-8. I'm gonna play it about 4-6. Running out of fucking time. That was about 4-7, I think.
Perfect shot.
Just want to clear the rough. Just clear it. Let's see here. Yes. So this should be a good shot. So I remembered from the tournament, I think it was a no spin, I think, on tailwind. So we were pretty close there. So I pulled 4-7. If I had pulled the 4-6, probably would have been very close to going in. Okay, so I'm done for now. I'm going to do another one. Next one for sure. We're opening Tour 9. I hope this is helpful for any of the guys playing Tour 8, learning how to start new accounts. I know I'm not playing the best here. Hopefully turn it around on the next one. Usually don't lose too much, but you know, we have some shitty clubs, and you know, the good thing for this is going over the bad shots. I don't mind hitting a bad shot and then going over why it was a bad shot. Hopefully you can hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and thank you very much.